Starting a new sketchbook can feel equal parts fun and equal parts scary. The crisp blank pages can be intimidating and quite daunting, and the fear of messing up, especially at the beginning, can often make us hesitate and not want to start. Hi everyone, my name is Parul, and as an artist and illustrator, I love painting in sketchbooks. It's a space where I best express all my ideas and capture all the little moments I see around me. In this video, I want to share a fun technique that I use when starting a new sketchbook, and that is to turn the first and the last double-page spreads into pattern-filled end papers, making my sketchbook look totally unique and breaking the curse of the first page. Now let's get started. I'm using a De La Rooney ebony sketchbook here with 160 GSM paper. It has a hardback cover, which I prefer. I love this sketchbook as it handles gouache really well, and it is one of my favorites. For the first step, I'm going to paint the double page spread with a flat color so there is no pressure while making the first mark. There is nothing to think about but to just fill it in the color. To protect the next set of pages, I usually use old printer paper and fold and cover them. I am using a flat brush to lay the base paint down. I love bright bold colors and usually like to use acrylic gouache for this. Once the paint dries, I will be able to layer this up with more gouache and other art materials on top without reactivating this bottom layer. For the hardback side, I am using a masking tape to cover the edge. This way, I can freely paint over and have sharp, crisp edges. If you are not familiar with the term, end papers are pages that are glued to the cover and the first and last page of a book. They can be either plain colors or have fun patterns. Most books, including art books and picture books, have them. Gouache is an opaque paint, so the best part of using and working with it is that you can layer up and easily cover any mistakes you make along the way. I'll be deep diving into all things gouache in another video soon, so watch out for that. I've decided to make a repeat pattern of pigeons. As I've drawn this pattern before, I already know what colors I'm using and how to draw it. The trick is to use a subject that you are familiar with and you can confidently keep going. After the base paint dries, I lightly draw out the pigeons in pencil. I'm trying to fill the page here and just draw them in various angles and positions. I'm going to paint the pigeons out with a light grey. I first started painting pigeons when I was working full-time as a UI designer and would draw in a park during my lunch break. I would find them in hilarious situations like eating a burger or sitting next to a coffee mug, and decided to start capturing that. Once I've painted the body of the pigeon, I start to add all the details with a darker grey gouache to the head and the tail. I love creating repeat patterns. The rhythm of just painting the same thing again and again is really relaxing for me. I started creating these end papers for each of my sketchbooks a couple of years ago, and since then it's become a fun ritual every time I start a new one. Finally, I'm adding the details with color pencils. This is the fun part where everything starts to come together. I mostly use Caran d'Ache Luminance, Holbein and Prisma color pencils. I am going to use the darker grey pencil to add texture to the feathers, and the pink one to add cheeks to them. I'm going to be adding details like the beak, the eyes, and the feet. So here we have it. My end papers are done. I am really happy how it turned out, and I love my new sketchbook. I'm ready to dive into this new, totally unique and bespoke sketchbook. I hope you got some ideas and inspirations for starting your new sketchbook. Please let me know in the comments if you tried this technique and what patterns you created. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.